Examinander, rektorer, professorer och ärade gäster. Hjärtligt välkomna till LTHs examenshögtid. Graduates, deans, professors and honored guests, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Faculty of Engineering, LTH at Lund University. Det dagens huvudpersoner har åstadkommit under sin utbildningstid är verkligen imponerande. The achievements you have accomplished during your studies at LTH are really impressive. Några av dem som funnits runt omkring er under er studietid är idag här för att tacka er och önska er lycka till i framtiden. Deans of LTH and invited speakers are here today to share your big day and wish you all the best for the future. Med detta skulle jag vilja hälsa rektor Viktor Öhvall välkommen upp till talarstolen. Speech by the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, LTH, Viktor Öhvall. Welcome.
Dear graduates, families, friends, students, colleagues, very welcome today to this wonderful day with the weather not suitable for the dress I have on. The university has three central tasks that guide us: education, research, and collaboration with the rest of society. And the greatest of these three is education. This becomes especially obvious on a day like this, your graduation ceremony. You are, sorry for the somewhat disrespectful epithet, our greatest product. As a colleague of mine, the rector of Twente University in the Netherlands, have stated, and which I have cited many times, a university without research is a bad university. A university without students, or no university. Therefore, I feel privileged and honored to stand in front of you on this day of your graduation ceremony. It is with great pleasure we release another batch of students into the real world, which I never left. And we are confident that you all will make great contributions to society. Though it is a staggering thought that you will have a working career in front of you, wherever you end up, stretching to 2065 and beyond. Some of you have already started this journey and come back here to receive your diploma. Some of you have maybe decided to stay in academia in Lund or elsewhere, and some of you might still be uncertain. Whatever your choice is, I'm confident that you will do fine and that we will be proud of you. You who are representing the core of the university, the students. I'm sure that the competencies you have acquired will be needed in the future, maybe even more than in the past. Technology, architecture, and design is, in my eyes, part of the solution that challenges society in today, wherever it's climate change, clean water, energy, famine, communication, city planning, migration. What we teach is an integrated part of the solution. Even though we know that we face great challenges in society, there are, however, many who choose to ignore facts that talk against their convictions. We tend more and more to read in the news what we want to read, and the news that are provided to us through social media or special TV channels like Fox News. We have problem with accepting facts. This is, for instance, exemplified in the populism spreading across our society, recently seen in Brexit and the US presidential election and everything that is going on in the United States those days. There is a resilience against facts. However, you have been taught to honor facts and logic reasoning, but also to have an open and a critical mindset. The question is the resilience against facts worse today than before? Or is it just the communication channels that has changed? But whatever that is, whatever the answer to that question is, always question when you read something, when you get told something, even if it's from a professor, and use your brains. Coming to, talked about education and research. We should also provide new things to society. Sweden has a long tradition in the field of innovation, and some we come in contact with quite frequently. For instance, the Johansson wrench, or adjustable spanner, or in plain Swedish, a skiftnyckel. Another one is Tetra Pak from Lund. This is fantastic innovations coming from Sweden and from Lund. Other well-known innovations from Lund are the artificial kidney, diagnostic ultrasound, Bluetooth, the network camera from Axis, just to name a few. But there is also innovations coming direct from students like you. We have the Hövding, the airbag helmet for cyclists, created by Anna Haupt and Therese Altein, who were students at LTH. We have the space shower from Mehrdad Majoubi at Orbital Systems. And more recent, the Tendo glove invented by Sofie Våge, and the alarm bracelet from Hanne Paulsson, who get prizes in an innovation ceremony at Lund University just some month ago. This means that those I think are innovations that make a difference. That means you can make a difference to society. However, inventions can often be a double-edged sword. How responsible are we? How our inventions and our findings are used? How should we access the dangers of new technologies? Things are often not just black and white. I want to illustrate this with when invention can have drastic effects on our environment. To prevent knocking in combustion engines, lead was added to gasoline. It was advertised under the name ethyl instead of tetraethyl lead, since lead already back then was known to be poisonous. The inventor Thomas Mitchley Jr. had to take vacation due to lead poisoning. Today, we are happy that leaded fuels are almost gone in society. Thomas Mitchley Jr. had a specific ability to find interesting solutions. He made another great contribution to society, freon, to be used in refrigerators and spray cans, with large negative impact on our atmosphere and our environment. Today, luckily banned for most purposes. Today we see huge discoveries and fantastic innovations being made in nanotechnology, in electronics, light-emitting diodes and solar cells. But there is a new big topic in this area popping up, namely nanosafety. How does nanoparticles affect the environment? How does it affect our bodies? But is this really new? We saw and we knew the huge health hazards with asbestos. And asbestos can be seen, from a certain perspective at least, as nanoparticles. And asbestos has fantastic material properties, especially heat insulation. But we know it has huge health hazards. It is a paradox, though, that in the 50s it was actually used in cigarette filters, which I didn't know until quite recently. And then coming to another, how do we develop our cities? We all love Paris, or at least I love Paris. But the Paris we know today is not the Paris if we go back 200 years. Modern Paris is mainly the creation of Baron Haussmann, who bulldozed down large parts of Paris in the mid-1800s and to many destroyed the city. So, was it good or bad? Today, it's at least beautiful. Sweden now has a crisis in finding housing for a lot of different groups. In this city, students, young couples, and we have the whole migration crisis. We have a building crisis, a housing crisis in this country. And it has to be solved. But let us not do the same mistakes we made in the 60s and the 70s when Miljonprogrammet was created. Architects, urban planners, and we as a society, our politicians, have a huge and important role to play today. However, even with the best of intentions, we never know where our findings will end up. So, in just a few minutes, few minutes probably, if I go on for a little bit while more, I will be handing you the diplomas, and this feels fantastic. To stand here and hand out diplomas, to sign more, probably around 1,500 examination degrees every year. Just before I came here, I signed another batch of degrees on my desk. Why is this fantastic? Is it just boring work? No. Because as I stated, I think our main contribution to society is you. It's the students. We do a lot of research, but you are what we really give to society. Young people, young educated people that can take us forward. I hope you go out and you can follow the Lund University vision to understand, explain, and improve our world and human conditions. You are the future. You have now completed your studies, and I'm sure it's been a lot of hard work, stress, exam anxiety, and whatever. I've been there quite a while ago, but still, those things haven't changed. But I also hope you have had time for new meetings, pleasure, parties, having a good time. The division is all up to you, and it has probably been quite different. However, now you will enter another phase in your life. I'm sure that for many of you, the correlation between your thoughts and plans today is not maybe so great with what you believed when you entered this university, or the correlation is not so great maybe where you will end up in the future. See that not as a problem. See it as an opportunity. How could I, as a young student in the early 80s, imagine that I could be standing here as the Dean of Engineering today? If somebody had told me, I would have told them to go someplace and seek help. Life, however, takes unexpected twists and turns. I had planned to go to industry after I finished my master thesis, and I maybe should thank Ericsson to me standing here, because they had a stop on hiring when I finished my degree and was offered a doctoral PhD student position. And see how it can go. You never know. Life takes unexpected twists and turns. Grab the opportunities when they come. You got a great education from LTH that I am certain will serve you good. It is a great foundation for your future. When you see an opportunity, a problem waiting to be solved, an injustice, something that nags you, ask yourself, if not I, who? If not now, when? So, with that, I truly hope that you will look back on your student time with good memories. You tend to forget the bad ones, the anxieties, the stress, the exams. And I hope that you will act as good ambassadors for your alma mater. Good luck and congratulations.
Tack så mycket till LTH-kören. Som bevis för sina ansträngningar vid LTH kommer nu examinanterna att få sina diplom. Thank you to the LTH choir. As evidence of the graduates' accomplishments at LTH, they will now be given their diploma. Vi börjar med civilingenjörsexamen i teknisk fysik. David Tilliander. Civilingenjörsexamen i elektroteknik. Julius Björngren. Civilingenjörsexamen i medicin och teknik. Anders Björn. Master's Program in Wireless Communication. Richard Mugisha. Saurabh Desai. Så fortsätter vi med civilingenjörsexamen i maskinteknik. Therese Do. Martin Edung. Lovisa Josefsson. Kristoffer Lundqvist. Staffan Olsson. Elin Salomonsson. Civilingenjörsexamen i maskinteknik med teknisk design. Alexandra Andersson. Sebastian Lundblad. Frida McCabe. Civilingenjörsexamen i väg- och vattenbyggnad, Isabelle Borgqvist. Nu vill jag hälsa teknologkårens ordförande Linus Hammarlund välkommen upp i talarstolen. Please let me introduce Mr. Linus Hammarlund, President of the Student Union. Welcome up.
Hello. I would like to begin, as many others have, by saying congratulations. Congratulations to your graduation. It's a pleasure and a great honor to stand in front of you here today and celebrate the fact that you actually graduated from some of the toughest education programs here in Sweden. And when I say it's a great honor, I really mean it. Because earning a degree is not something that you can take lightly. It's a proof that you successfully mastered your program and that you have succeeded with what you once committed yourselves to. Not everyone is up to the challenge that is LTH, and you should be very proud of yourselves. For many of you, the time in school is now up, and a new life waits just around the corner. It's a story about work and new challenges, and it's a story about friendship and about love. And it is a story about change, relocating, and gaining new perspectives. If you don't want to let go of your time here, you can see it as the first year once again, albeit a less structured this time perhaps. So take the knowledge you have acquired here, spread it around you and use it in your life to come. Also remember that not everything is taught by teachers or by books. You have gained an incredible amount of experience just by living and studying here in Lund. You have grown as humans, both in mind and in heart. And you have become more secure with yourselves. You know how to approach unknown problems and face challenges that not long ago seemed too huge to even think about. You made friends and foster relationships that will last your entire lives. And the person that you are today is not probably the same as the one that set foot on campus a few years back here at LTH. As a representative of the Student Union, Teknologkåren, I also have to encourage you all to use the experience you gain from student movement here in Lund and in Helsingborg in your future work. Show people that anything is possible to achieve if you just work together. And if the will to do so exists. Show people the future lies in your hands, and it's you who have the knowledge, and it's you who have the power to change the world. Take care of one another, and take care of our planet. Shape the society for the future. The world today faces a lot of great challenges, and I have no doubt that you are the most suited people to solve that problem. But don't forget to take a stop sometimes and think and reflect back on your situation. Think back on your time here at LTH. Remember the life as a student and what you went through here. Everything from a late night with last-minute submissions to enjoying the warmth in the sun up at LTH at the campus. Remember the nodding. Remember the lectures, the people. Remember the curious moments, the freedom, and the happiness. There will always be a place for you here. You're always welcome back to us. Show the new students what it means to be a real grown-up. Return to our card, return to lunch lectures, guild reunions, different case events, but this time, not as the person who is there to learn something, but as the person with all the know-how. And finally, I would like to say thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the joy, the curiosity, and the passion that you have shared with all of us. You have shaped us as much as we have shaped you. Never stop sharing, and the world will become a much better place. So lastly, once again, congratulations to your education and to your graduation. Good luck in the future to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Now it is time to continue with our diploma ceremony. We carry on with Master's Program in Disaster Risk Management and Climate Change Adaptation. Daniel Chaplin. Nefele de Pau. Julian Elliott. Lucas Fietz. Lana Garros. Moritz Hauer. Lindy Romas. Ida Koch-Giese. Liang Shu. Michelle Marte. Marcus Samuel Mietinen. Peter William Norris. Malte Pleva. Anna Ryro. Tatiana Sarajeva. Shin Yong-tung. Hannah Tarling. Vi fortsätter med arkitektexamen. Kristina Järmer. Master's Program in Architecture. Sabrina Schulze. Master's Program in Sustainable Urban Design. Hanna Rauschkolv. Civilingenjörsexamen i kemiteknik. Jeanette Karlsson. Civilingenjörsexamen i bioteknik. Cecilia Varvinge. Thank you. Now we will carry on with the third part of our diploma ceremony, Master's Program in Food Technology and Nutrition. Renske Huma. Ahmad Hussain. Rovnoke Janat Yani. Jitesh Yayakumar. Yannick Leinweber. Nora Nurminen. Beatriz Sanchez Santana. Vandana Tanira. Anna Telfser. Junjing Wang. Civilingenjörsexamen i datateknik, Lukas Misowski. Yashar Vahid. Civilingenjörsexamen i informations- och kommunikationsteknik, Anna Lissborg. Erik Wall. Master's Program in Energy Efficient and Environmental Building Design. Yuchen Yuan. Master's Program in Water Resources Engineering. Arlisa Febrian. Christine Thomas. Johan Wisse. Chang Yu Luang. Master's Program in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Natida Anapakit. Wang Xiao. Wang Tingting. Chia Qingkai. And we will continue on with Master's Program in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Wu Mingyang. Nu är det dags för utdelning av stipendium från Karl-Erik Salbergs stiftelse som ska presenteras av prorektor Annika Mårtensson. Now it's time for the Karl-Erik Salberg Scholarship, which will be presented by the Vice Dean at the Faculty of Engineering, Annika Mårtensson. Welcome up.
Dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of awarding the Salberg Scholarship to Marianne Koljana. This scholarship is based on a donation from Karl-Erik Salberg, and I also want to mention that we are very glad that his grandson Carl Salberg is here today as a representative for the family Salberg. The purpose of this donation is to help high-qualified chemist students or biochemist students, biotechnical students, during the period directly after they have taken their exam and on to the next interesting job. Marianne, a student or previous student, graduated student from the biotechnical program, presented her master's thesis in September 2016. And the title was Gastric Organoids as an in vitro model to study Helicobacter pylori and its exotoxin VACA. That was correct. That's good. I was a bit unsure. The motivation for the award is the following. Marianne has, in an impressive way, in a very complex project, developed and studied gastric organoids as models for the effects of Helicobacter pylori's impact on the stomach. She has grown great scientific skill during this period and also shown an ability to master a large number of techniques and synthesize results into a full-scale scientific report. So this is the base for the scholarship. Going down below here to fetch it, and here it is, and the diploma. And I hope that the money has arrived correctly. Yeah, because I don't have it here. I can see it. Also a small token. So congratulations, Maria.
Nu är det dags för utdelning av Teknologkårens pedagogiska pris. Detta pris delas ut av Teknologkårens ordförande Linus Hammarlund. Now it is time for the presentation of the Pedagogical Award from the Student Union at LTH. The award is presented by the President of the Student Union, Mr. Linus Hammarlund. Welcome.
Thank you. This presentation was not prepared in English or in Swedish. I'm sorry for that. Det är nämligen så att för att ta examen här så krävs det många personer som hjälper en på vägen. Vi ser ett väldigt stort värde i att promota de lärare, professorer och lektorer som visar på en hög pedagogisk förmåga och viljan att utveckla denna vidare. Priset delas ut till en person som är verksam med LTH och som har utvecklat pedagogiken, inspirationen och engagemanget på LTHs utbildningar. Man har visat ett intresse för studenternas åsikter och idéer om undervisningen. Detta är ett pris som har delat ut årligen sedan 1986 och i år, 16-17, så är det min stora ära att få tilldela Teknologkårens pedagogiska pris till Sandra Nilsson. Vi tilldelar priset med motiveringen att Sandra uppvisar en tydlig pedagogisk förmåga samt en vilja att utvecklas inom området. Föreläsningar som hon håller i har högt i tak och det finns ingen fråga som är för låg, eller för dum eller för svår. Sandra lägger stor vikt vid att alla ska tycka att programmering är ett roligt och utvecklande, så till den nivå att hon håller extrainsatta övningar och föreläsningar för studenter som inte riktigt hänger med eller som tycker programmering är tråkigt eller svårt. Det sistnämnda anses extra imponerande då hon leder kurser med över 150-200 studenter. Så stort tack för din insats.
Nu vill jag hälsa masterstudenten Moritz Hauer välkommen upp i talarstolen. Speech by the graduate Moritz Hauer. Welcome up to the lectern.
Hi. Good to see you all. Dear students, dear friends and families, dear Lund University staff. I'm absolutely delighted to stand here today and speak to you on such a beautiful day, very meaningful. First of all, I sincerely congratulate all of us students, for having made it this far. I hope that all the group works, last-minute hand-ins and late-night works seem totally worth it now. I think that today we have every reason to be proud of ourselves. Well, maybe not me, I haven't finished my master thesis, but anyways, I'm sure you catch my drift. I think it's fair to say in either way that we have all proven that we are able to comprehend complex subject matters and apply a certain knowledge that we have attained during our studies. I think that is a very big achievement in itself, and I think that's every reason to be proud of yourself. To have made it this far means that you have jumped through several hoops at different stages of this process. We have overcome challenges and we have dedicated ourselves to learning more about the world in a particular way. I think from a global perspective, this in a way puts us on the winning side already. Less than 7% of the world's population hold a university degree. I'm not saying this to make you feel extremely good now or to rest on your laurels, but I'm saying this to remind you that a university degree and the knowledge that comes with the degree is a unique privilege. As we're about to enter the working world, and we've heard a few insights about that, I think appreciating this privilege should be about respecting others who have not followed the same path as we have because they didn't want to or they couldn't. I believe if you approach everyone you will encounter in your working life with this basic respect, you will come very far. Now we all know that we're not going to leave this university and immediately jump in a position of higher management or a position of power. I hope not. Nonetheless, a university degree, especially from a good university, is going to set you up to assume a position of leadership at some point if you decide to do so. Along this way, you will probably encounter several moments where you encounter lack of knowledge, someone not having the same level of understanding about an issue as you. I really hope that in these moments you will commit yourself to teaching those around you instead of judging them. This, I believe, is what leadership is about. Leadership should be about enabling others and supporting them, collectively or individually, to overcome the challenges they face. And you don't have to climb any ladder, you don't have to be in a great position of power to exercise this kind of leadership. You can already enable the people around you or your communities to do something, to face challenges and to progress in a way that you think should be progressed towards. I would like to add another thing about the future that is lying ahead of us. The bad news is it's probably not going to get any easier. I don't know, but I'm assuming. The good news is, and I'm using the words of Robert Reich, you are now the designer of the hoops you decide to jump through. This means that you decide how you are going to define your personal success and failure. It is you who chooses how to construct meaning from the experiences you will gather and how to decide what to pay attention to along the way. So I think the key is to be conscious of your own perspectives and the decisions you take accordingly. It is important to keep in mind that there's nothing wrong with changing your perspective. You might be presented with better facts, new arguments, changing environments, and they will change your perspective or even the path you walk on, and that is fine. You are at any point the designer of your life, and you make the decisions. So speeches usually tend to end with a "I wish you all the best." So here we go. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. May you find meaning in your actions and purpose in your work. May you experience a great deal of joy and love throughout the rest of your life. But because not every day is going to be a beautiful one, and there's some challenges ahead, I wish you the strength to work through rough times, and I wish you the readiness to leave your comfort zone every now and then. Finally, a personal note. We still have the biggest humanitarian crisis going on. It is a challenge of our time, and we should all contribute to this challenge in a way that we can. The Syrian conflict has not ended, and many refugees still arrive in Europe, and they are in need of helping hands and the support that we can give. So should you find yourself being a little bit bored now before you move on to a new job or going traveling, I strongly encourage you to contribute to facing this challenging situation. Tack så mycket och ha det bra. Thank you for listening and take care.
Tack så mycket till LTH-kören. Nu har jag äran att få presentera årets högtidstalare, Anna Stenstam. Anna har en PhD i fysikalisk kemi från Lunds universitet. Hon är VD och medgrundare av CR Competence AB, ett konsult- och contract research-företag lokaliserat i Kemicentrum vid LTH. Sedan 2005 har hon arbetat i gränslandet mellan entreprenörskap och akademi. Anna har spelat en viktig roll i säkerställandet av både det kommersiella användandet och den industriella inblandningen i projekt som Max 4 och ESS. I have the honor to introduce this year's festival speaker, Anna Stenstam. Anna has a PhD in physical chemistry from Lund University. She is the CEO and co-founder of CR Competence AB, a consultancy and contract research company located at Kemicentrum at LTH. Since 2005, she has worked in the entrepreneurial interface between business and academia. Anna Stenstam has played an important part in ensuring commercial utilization and industrial engagement in national and international initiatives such as Max 4 and ESS. Please let me welcome Anna Stenstam.
Hey! Nothing that I will say now will be new to you, so you can relax. I have though 3 advice that I would like to share with you. First one, say yes. Many in my generation say that they must learn to say no. I do not agree. Most people say yes too rarely. I've never regretted saying yes, only no. I did say no once, when I was in 5th grade, and I wanted to learn to play the saxophone, an instrument that I really liked and that I could travel with, which the piano wasn't. In the town I lived in, there was no position open for learning to play the saxophone, but I was offered to start learning the oboe. I said no, thinking I would get these big round cheeks if I would play the oboe. That wasn't good. This no kept me by my piano for some more years, and when I came to Lund, I couldn't join neither Blektionen nor Altekammereren. Every time I see them playing, I remind myself of saying yes. Saying yes most often brings you to new people and new tasks. I wanted to be part of the student specs and tried for stage. I wasn't good enough and was offered to be part of the sewing workshop. I really cannot sew. But I said yes. After a couple of sessions, it was quite obvious to everybody I was not the most valuable member of the workshop. But I kept being there, on time, doing my best, and at the same time I was engaged in the whole project. Well, a girl in the choir left Lund, and ta-da! The not-so-good seamstress was on stage. That led to leading the whole thing and a summer as vaudeville director at Kiviksmarknad. My first attempts at being someone's boss. Things you never get to do if you say no. I got cocky, of course. I wanted to try out for the large stage at AF. Can you believe they put me in the workshop again? Wood this time. I'm as bad with wood, almost. But I was there, happy, engaged, and when the script was rewritten and an extra person was needed on stage, guess who? I was told my engagement in the whole project, not only in the various tasks I was given, was the reason that I got a call shortly thereafter with a question. Did I want to lead one of the departments in the upcoming carnival? Of course I said yes. Which department? The sewing workshop. But this time I knew what to do. I got a person to be my second, and she knew how to sew. Then I just got a bunch of fantastic people who would run this thing with me for 5 months. Then I learned for real that I would be okay running an operation if only I had capable and engaged people around me. One of those who could sew is now my husband. So say yes, lean in, raise your hand, volunteer. It will bring you to places and people. I said no to a musical instrument, and that clearly did not get me anywhere. I've said yes to the rest, and I'm constantly surprised by how full of passion and curiosity my working weeks are. Of course, saying yes can get you in situations where you get to do things you do not like. Deal with that then, and stop doing it for a while. It's not like you must continue doing the things you've said yes to forever. I am not in the sewing workshop anymore. You learn from it and you move on. It is up to you how long you stay and learn. Speaking of moving on, here's my second advice. Deal with it and move on. This is the motto of an international cast of young performers that I traveled the world with for a year. I think it is the best advice that anyone can get, so here you are. When you are in a situation, perhaps because you said yes, and it is problematic, you should not hide from it. You should not hide it either. And you should definitely not whine about it. You should deal with it and move on. Dealing with things is the best way to learn. Dealing with things in my way is very often asking someone for help. Because you see, I need a lot of help. But that is okay. It's in fact very okay. It's in fact has become the essence of my life. That I am not alone in anything. That makes dealing with things easier, fun, more creative. I am good at finding the right people, and I know enough to understand who can help me when. But getting help does not decrease the amount of dealing with it. See it as someone giving you directions. You still need to walk the path. I have several people working with me. Everyone is working with everybody in various teams. We ask each other for directions, how to think, how to do something. But we still all have to do the stuff. And the way you do it is the best you can, always. Question. If you're a junior and you know your report will be checked and possibly improved by your supervisor or manager before it is moved on, will you consider this potential improvement and submit a less worked through paper? I mean, it's going to be changed anyway, right? No, never. Always work it through as if your managers are not needed. Work it through so that you can be proud of your work. Keep your integrity. You're smart people. You do good stuff. And when you take something off your to-do list, make sure you put it on that other list. You should always have a ta-da list on the side. Go from to-do to ta-da. The moving on part of this motto is also important. Don't sit and complain if things could be better for you. But before you run away, consider what changes you can be part of and suggest changes. This brings us to my third and last advice. Be part of the change. You are engineers. Engineers change things to the better. You stabilize and secure. You simplify and improve. Engineers create the prerequisites for everything we thereafter take for granted. Roads, bridges, new materials, ingredients, and products. When society and the world is changing, engineers are of utmost importance, both for continuity and stability, but also as part of the change. New products and new tools are needed faster than ever before. We want advanced new products with clean labels. We want them produced locally but cheap. We need to be able to both construct and deconstruct for reuse and multiple use. But building a bridge is one thing, being part of it another. As engineers, you're going to be the link between many other experts and stakeholders. You're the ones who will make the fantastic research results possible to process and produce so that it will reach its market. You need to be able to talk to the researchers, the crazy professor types who might not care at all about your processing limitations and product specifications. They care for their molecule. Period. You need to be able to talk to the marketing people, designers, to the lawyers and the buyers. Oh my God, you need to be able to work with the procurement people, the economists who will be the ones buying the stuff you need in your work. Be kind to them. Remember that someone is giving them a speech right now, telling them they need to be working with people like you. But you do have communication skills. I've met some of you during your studies. You're part of a generation that really can communicate. So much better than we could when I graduated. Keep developing this skill, and you will not only lift yourselves and your careers, but also the organizations you're in and the world we share. What all of you should learn, however, is to collaborate and learn that very few are like you. Look around you. Not even all of you will get a kick out of the same, know the same, or need the same. What I do ask for is that you will all give the same. Give it all. Say yes. Lean in. And if this brings you into trouble, deal with it and move on. And if you don't want to move on right then, take the chance to be part of the change. We really need you to. Thank you.
Tack så mycket, Anna Stenstam. Nu har den här examenshögtiden snart nått sitt slut. Och jag vill informera om att det kommer serveras snittar och förfriskningar, en trappa upp i atriet och galleriet. This graduation ceremony will soon come to an end. After the ceremony, attendees will be served a glass of wine and a canapé in the entrance hall and in the gallery upstairs. Som avslutning på den här examenshögtiden skulle jag först vilja gratulera er och önska er lycka till i framtiden. Finally, graduates, congratulations and all the best for the future.
Thank you.